to appoint the nomination board to select candidates and decide on how we conduct the elections for October. Addition to that, the reorganization program will also be given approval tomorrow. That's all we have to do. Now, if we cannot appoint the nomination board tomorrow, we run short of time to do our nominations. Who benefits by it? These are urban areas which we can win, which I have in Colombo. I mean, we looked after it during the 2009 provincial elections, presidential and parliament. If there are chaos, who benefits? No one else. So we are going through and we are holding a meeting and we will act according to the constitution.
News First has always reported the truth, and the truth sometimes tends to hurt. Some may even be angered by it. For some time now, News First has been reporting on the alarming deterioration of the vote base of the single largest political party in the country, the United National Party. News First presented its case in an analytical manner on the successive defeats suffered by the UNP since 1994 under the present leadership. We also reported the manner in which the voter percentage of the UNP shot up when it fielded an independent candidate during the 2010 presidential election in place of the present leader. However, shortly after, the UNP was subjected to a massive defeat again under the usual leadership. Despite analysts having constantly emphasized on the reasons for these defeats, all these have fallen on deaf ears. After constant pressure was exerted by rebel MPs and die-hard party supporters for a change in the leadership, the party convention was convened and a new constitution was adopted. It was subsequently decided to appoint Sajith Premadasa as the core deputy leader of the UNP. Despite the new constitution specifying the manner in which new appointments were to be made, the UNP leadership appointed the working committee of the party under controversial circumstances amidst the vehement opposition of a section of MPs who were keen to see the party restructured. The party leadership, instead of healing the wounds after the new constitution was adopted, began to exert revenge on those who spearheaded the call for reform and also on those who did not fall in line with party seniors. News First, as a responsible media organization in public interest, placed before the people the reasons for the deterioration of the UNP using specific quantitative analysis. Through this, the nation was shown the continuing erosion of the UNP voter base under its present leadership. If this is not so, then it is up to Ranil Wickremesinghe to quantitatively prove to the public and to the media that the UNP had in fact made significant gains in the electoral front in the recent elections. This is the challenge before the current UNP leadership. We as a media organization have been able to quantitatively prove on many occasions the deterioration of the UNP voter base. However, the leader of the party, Ranil Wickremesinghe, during a media briefing held this morning, made this statement which is factually inaccurate.
Advertisement which came in the Sirasa yesterday talking about satyagraha by the UNP. UNP are not organized any such satyagraha. We don't want our people coming with anyone. If we do a satyagraha, then we ourselves will be ready. Now, if someone is UNP is organizing one, they will have the advertisements in the other electronic media. Swarnavahini, TNL, there are others. No one else has it. This is a paid advertisement. My information, all the nonsense. This was arranged by Sirasa.
මම කියන්න කැමති සිරස විතරක් නෙමෙයි.
I would like to say in this instance that not only Sirasa, this advertisement was also provided to Derana and Swarnavahini as well. I would like to clearly state that I have in my possession the receipt that we obtained from Derana after paying the money. The receipt we received from Derana has been made public. We made this advertisement. We did the same at Swarnavahini as well.
දෙරණ නාලිකාවේ අපි මේ ප්‍රකාශය කරලා තියෙනවා. මේ දැන්වීම් කළා තියෙනවා. ස්වර්ණවාහිනියෙත් ඒ විදියට ඒ ආකාරයෙන්ම අපි කළා තියෙනවා.
Meanwhile, also addressing the media briefing, Ranil Wickremesinghe made a baseless allegation regarding 2 national list seats of the party.
In fact, after the last parliamentary election, Maharajas wanted me to nominate 2 people who were not even activists as party into the party national list, which I refused to do. It's not my decision, it is the decision of the nomination board. From that time onward, this fire has been directed at the UNP and and me personally. I think this issue, what I have said now, should be replied by my good friend Kili Raja Mahendra. Once he replies, I will reply.
We categorically reject the allegations leveled at us, and while we have in our possession evidence to prove our claim, we will produce our evidence at the appropriate time.
අපේ විපක්ෂ නායකවරයෙක් ඉන්නවා.
I want to ask him on what basis he provided a national list seat to the wife of a provincial council opposition leader. What were her qualifications? What is the sacrifice he made for the party? What were the services he rendered to the party? Ranil Wickremesinghe provided this national list seat to this individual for money. I challenged the opposition leader on this.
මේ ජාතික ලයිස්තුවේ ඇබෑරතුව දුන්නේ රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහත්මයා මුදලටයි කියන එක පැහැදිලිවම එතුමාට මම අභියෝග කරනවා.
A strong opposition is an integral part of a functioning democracy. A strong opposition is also needed to establish a strong and independent media culture. Analysts point out that it is inappropriate for an opposition leader to hide behind a microphone and spout baseless charges when what is required is an urgent need to build a stronger opposition in the country.
අද උදෑසන රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මහත්මයා කරපු මේ ප්‍රකාශය පිළිබඳව
When we informed our chairman about the statement made by the opposition leader this morning, he responded with laughter. In my personal opinion, when a person is bringing about his own failure, God tends to make that person go mad.
දෙවියන් ඒ පුද්ගලයාව උමතු භාවයට පත් කරනවා.